Hello YouTube land, it's Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. It is November 2nd. It's been over a week since I've posted, so I figured I'd get on here and show you what I've done. First thing we're going to talk about is this thing, because it's warm. I got to get it off. I made another Magdalene hoodie by the Dabbling Hook, and it's in the Grillo, yellow and gray, as Nicole from the Rabe Creations likes to call. She's on a bit of a Grillo kick lately. Anyway, it's warm. This came about, so I'm in 12 Days of Christmas swaps this year, and so I went to Michael's. I'm not really buying much yarn these days, but I went to Michael's to look for something for the swap. Didn't find anything, but this jumped out at me. This is Loops and Threads Sweet Snuggles. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sweet Snuggles. Sorry, I'll talk about why I'm doing this late at night. Anyway, this jumped out at me. So this is buttery soft. This is if Bernat Velvet and Bernat Blanket had a baby, it would be Sweet Snuggles. It is as thick as Bernat Velvet or Bernat Blanket, but as soft as Bernat Velvet. It is buttery. Soft, soft, soft. Anyway, I said I had to get some and make something out of it, and what better thing than the Magdalene cowl. Oh, let's talk about the yarn. The yarn is number 7 jumbo. It's 35.2 ounces, 1,000 grams, and you get 109 yards. I used one full gray one and a little bit of yellow, but it is big on me, so I could get away with making just using one ball if I wanted it in just the one color. Okay, so this, all right. I went to Michael's, like I said, and this was regular price $11.99. It was on sale for $8.99, so I got the two, and I came home right away, started working on it. When I finished it, I sent Laurel a picture of the cowl, and I said, look what I made. And she's like, oh, what yarn is that? And I told her, and then I realized, oh my goodness, Laurel's birthday is coming up. This would be a great addition to her birthday gift. I've already sent her birthday gift off, but I thought, what better way to celebrate your birthday than to get another package a couple of days later. So, but I couldn't go back to Michael's right then, so I went online, and wouldn't you know it, this yarn was $7.19 online. So I thought, oh, it's even further reduced. Great. So I put in the order. A couple of days later, I went to go pick it up. I put it to hold for pickup because I didn't want to pay for shipping. I went to pick it up, and I went down the aisle, and this yarn is still $8.99 on sale. I was a little surprised. So I found someone there, and I said, but it's online for $7.19. Can't you honor that price? And he said, what is online is different than what's in the store. And I thought to myself, no, because you issue out coupons that are good online and in the store. So why can't you honor the price? But they wouldn't. Now, I don't know if it's just this Michael's that's this stringent or all Michael's, but I was not happy, so I ended up buying nothing else. Just picked up my order and left. Not happy. Enough of the rambling. Anyway, I am so pleased with this. This is so soft and lush and plush, and I loved working with it. It's like working with Bernat Blanket. Love it, love it, love it. Again, I should have made it smaller for my puny head. Oh, and I wanted to do something different on the end, so I put a few little loops, and my husband saw it and said, that looks like chicken feet. And I'm like, you know what? It does look like chicken feet. But it's staying, I don't care. Anyway, love this pattern. It is the Magdalene hooded cowl by the Dabbling Hook. Great job, love it. On one evening, that's it. What else did I do? Now, the reason that I'm on here this late and fighting with the lighting I wasn't going to do one today because I had a really long day. Our youngest son is going to college next year, so we went to do a college tour today, which was a lot of fun. And then after that, we went for a luncheon for my aunt and uncle. They're my aunt and uncle by marriage, but they're some of my favorite people on this planet. They're celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary. So we went to a luncheon, and it was, if I can, I'll put in a picture of Aunt Marg and Uncle Ray there. Had a blast, had a blast. Aunt Marg, Uncle Ray, if you're watching, love you to the core, and I'm rooting for another 60 years. So we got home pretty late, and I was tired. But I realized that Karen from Happiness is Homemade released her first pattern, and I happened to test it. And so I wanted to get on here real quick to show you. She released the pattern for Gil the Gnome. And Gil stands for Grace, Isabella, and Liam, which are her children's names. How awesome. What a great story that is. I loved it. And let me tell you, it's a great pattern too. So she asked me to test it, and I made one. Now, pardon the lighting, it's awful. But I used this fun fur, and I hated using this so much. And I'm not as good as she is at prettifying things. Needs a little bit of trimming here. But anyway, the pattern itself is amazing. So awesome. I mean, he's cute, so cute. Now, the suggested hook size was 3.5 millimeter. And I wanted to make another one. I'm like, but I can't do 3.5 millimeter, even though he's cute. So I made another one using a 5 millimeter. Both worsted weight scraps, which is, by the way, a great pattern for using up your scraps. And you can actually make them to suit certain people. Let's say you got a guy that's got a black beard and loves to wear red. You could do a black beard, wear red. And so I made this one. This one, now looking at it, I wish I had used one color for his beard. This is the salt and pepper thing going on. I'd wish I'd used one solid color. But it's too late now. Now I'm taking it out. And let me try to show you this little nubbin nose. Oh my goodness. That is part of the pattern. It's not sewn on. Awesome, really quick, and using up a lot of scraps. As a matter of fact, we have a pub table in our family room, which is where we eat most of our meals. And I put them on there, and now for the last few days, when my son and my husband sit down to eat dinner, they put them on their shoulders. They've nicknamed them shoulder gnomes. And they call them their gnomies. These are our gnomies. And we proceed to have gnome jokes all through dinner. They're hilarious. Anyway, great job. You need to go check it out. You could absolutely personalize this. Put some pom-poms and she actually made a female version where she left the beard off and put braids on either side. So you can absolutely personalize them. She also suggests that you put pellets in the bottom or weights. I did not do that. But my husband has actually commissioned me to make another one in certain colors for one of our children. And he has requested pellets in the bottom. I'm not going to go buy pellets. So I told him, you have a BB gun, give me some of your BBs. Because I'll put that in there. Anyway, so they're shoulder gnomes in my family. They love them. I love them. I think they're great. You need to go check it out. So I will leave the link for her Etsy store where you can get the pattern. Great job, Karen. If you've been around here any length of time, you know that Karen has a special part of my heart. She's an awesome, awesome young woman, and I loved the pattern. What else? What else have I been? Now that I have you here, I might as well talk about everything else that I've made. As I said, I am doing 2 12 Days of Christmas swaps, and so I wanted to make something little for each of the ladies that I'm swapping with. And everything that I've tried has been a dud. I can't seem to get it right. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my Crojo or something. I don't know. But I came across this pattern, and it is a sheep tape measure cover. and I made one. And here's my version of that. A couple of things about this pattern. One, I didn't realize the pattern was for a bigger tape measure than I had. So it took a little finagling to try to get it to fit, to make it small enough to fit the tape measure I had. So like again, finagling. Two, it's using the loop stitch. I don't know if you guys can see that. Which takes some practice. It's a different way of holding the yarn. It does take some practice. So this took me a long time to do. But as you can see, it is a tape measure. And then you just squeeze his belly and it comes in. Now what I did do, because I made the body smaller to fit the tape measure, I should have made the head smaller, but no, of course not. I didn't think it through. I made the head the same size as what would be for the bigger tape measure. So he's kind of not proportioned properly. And I did use googly eyes just like she suggested. Now, if you get the pattern, be aware that I believe that some of the stitch counts are off. Yeah, I believe that there is an error there, but don't rely on that. Use your own judgment. And the other thing is she only has you making 2 feet or 2 legs. And again, this is the only picture that's there. I can't tell if there's a reason for only having 2. But I made 4. Sheep have 4 legs, so I made 4. Yeah. Now I will make this again. I'm really enjoying the loop stitch. I can see a whole pillow being made out of this. I did have some issue with this one. This is some Bernat baby yarn and it's split like no tomorrow. I did not enjoy that. So I'm gonna find some like Red Heart or something and do the loop stitch again and make the head smaller so that it's proportioned properly. But otherwise I'm very pleased with this. I'm gonna have to play with it and see what I can come up with. Yeah. What else can I tell you about this? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, so I made that. He's cute, but it needs work. Oh, and I believe the loop stitch is, you have to practice, and I believe, well, the best loop stitch tutorial that I found was by TL Yarncrafts. I'll leave a link for that. And I believe that there are many out there. It's just a matter of how you hold the yarn. It takes some practice. And I think today, MJ's Off the Hook released a loop stitch tutorial too. I'll leave a link for that as well too. So anyway, got that done. Believe it or not, this small thing took me a long time. What else have I done? Oh, I have done, okay, I don't know why do I do this to myself? I don't make toys because I hate sewing things together. But you know that you come across something, you see it, and you go, I gotta make that. And that's what happened with this pattern. Even though there was lots of sewing. This is the Ragdoll Bear Snuggler by Fiber Doodles. And I believe it's a paid for pattern. So he's adorable. Mine's adorable too, but not quite as adorable as that. And I made him. So essentially it's a stuffy that has no stuffing in the middle. He's just a ragdoll. So the kid, you know, little hands can absolutely reach all the way around. Look at the little tail. Isn't that adorable? And easy to, you know, flop around with. He turned out really, really cute. He is my new crocheting buddy. He sits with me, even though Oscar wants to kill him. And I'm noticing that this head shape kind of reminds me of the Pink Panther. Maybe in pink. Anyway, I think he's absolutely adorable. I do believe it's a paid for pattern, but I'll leave the link for that anyway. So I've done that. Even though my sewing skills, they're getting better, they're still need lots of practice and work, but I love him. He's so cute and he's snuggly. So I made that. And, oh, and I did finish my blanket. Okay, I don't know what happened. Camera doesn't like me tonight. I'm having issues with lighting. It's just, you know. But I gotta do this tonight because I'm gonna be away for a couple of days. I'm not gonna be able to watch anybody or film anything, so let's just continue. Okay, I finished my blanket. This is the Moroccan tile stitch Afghan, using all chunky or super chunky scrap yarn. I'm not gonna be able to show it all to you, but this is what it looks like. Oh my goodness. And it is super heavy. Just like a few of you predicted that it was gonna be heavy. Yes, it's very heavy. But I'm gonna be putting it on my bed. My husband runs really hot, he's like an oven. So we have just light covers, and then on my side, there's like layer upon layer upon layer of blankets. So this is going on there. Might be able to narrow down the blankets to just one. Anyway, I love this stitch. I'm so addicted. And I used up a lot of scraps, all the chunky scraps. So I want to get started on another one so badly. So I got that one done. Okay, that's what I've been up to. I do have a few things other things to share with you. I did get some mail. The first one that I got was a letter from Devin at Magical Hooking. Devin, if you're watching, I got your letter. It was very kind of you to reach out to me. But to be honest with you, if you're waiting for snail mail from me, you're going to be waiting a long time. I have great intentions, just not very great follow through on that. So if you want to stay in touch, send me an email. My email is crochet2018@rogers.com, but it's down below. Yes, but Devin also has a channel. She doesn't have a lot of videos. She's a young mom, and she's kind of nervous, but I think that we all need to go and support her and let her get a little more comfortable with doing this vlogging thing. I'll leave a link for Magical Hooking down below. I'm going to give you 2 more shout outs too, but in a minute. The other mail that I got was a beautiful letter from Cindy at Crocheter Eh. It's a beautiful shiny hello. I'm not going to tell you all, it's a beautiful letter. I'm not going to tell you everything that she wrote, but Cindy, if you're watching, you made my day. This was, okay, I'm going to try not to cry, but you just made my day. The things that you've said made me cry and laugh. Thank you so much for taking the time to send me this wonderful note. She's also a vlogger, so I will leave a link for her as well. That's Cindy at Crocheter Eh. And then I received a beautiful card from Lisa at Lisa's Crochet. Everybody knows Lisa, and if you don't, you should. She's hilarious. She started basically chronicling her crochet journey, and she's come such a long way. This is how far she's come. Like, this workmanship is amazing. She sent me a great little card and a poppy. One, great idea. But Lisa, if you're watching, I probably will not be pinning this, only because I will probably add a little handle to this and put it on my bag along with my pins and the angel from Teresa's Little Trees Treasures. The reason is because I like to buy the plastic poppies that are sold for every one of my coats that I wear in the month of November to honor Remembrance Day on November 11th. Only because the money that is spent from those plastic poppies goes towards veterans. So this will be kept, but not on my lapel. But I wanted to just show you how far Lisa has come. She's done some great things. If you don't know Lisa, you need to go check her out. She's so funny. Her and her husband Steven, oh my God, they're so funny. You know, I love watching them. Now I want to give out a couple of shout outs. The first one that I've been watching lately is Petra's Happy Place. I haven't caught up on all her videos, but I love her accent. I love the things that she shows. She's also, in the last video that I watched, she talked about, she's kind of like to what I feel. Lately, I have not been watching a lot of haul videos, only because I'm trying not to buy yarn. And I feel like I'm very influenced. I'm a sheep. I see what everybody's hauling and I'm like, I want it. But I'm trying not to. So I'm trying to remove some of that temptation. And she kind of hit on it too as well. And she's trying to get into designing. Yay, Petra. She's got a great little channel there. She's pretty awesome. You need to go check her out. And then the other one, I've shouted her out before, and it's Angelia, formerly known as the Little Xenia Patch. She has a new channel. Poor thing has had some issues with arthritis and has had to stop crocheting for now. At least she hopes it's for now. She released some patterns and they were awesome. I made them, Corky the Bobber, and like, she's just awesome. But she can't do it anymore. So she went back to another love of hers, and that's quilting. And I love watching her journey. She's so talented in so many ways. But most of all, I love listening to her. I love listening to her. I wish that her videos were longer. I'm not one for long videos, but her I can listen to. Anyway, her new channel is So Back in the Day, SEW. I'll leave the link. You have to go check her out. She's Angelia. She's awesome. We need to go and watch her. Now, I'm not a quilter. Wish I was. But I love watching it. And there are others that I watch that have nothing to do with crochet or yarn. They're usually like other crafts. I love it, love it. Oh, one more. I'm going to throw in one more. I think I've shouted her out before too. And that's Donna at Sunshine Leclair. She is such a sweetheart. She's a fellow Canadian. She lives in not far north, but anyway, she's adorable, absolutely adorable. She does other things too. She just started knitting. She knitted herself a cowl. She's so awesome. Anyway, Donna, if you're watching, you look great in that beard. She is so wonderful. You need to go and check her out as well. But I'm sure you guys know her anyway. Anyway, that's all I have, and I do apologize for this late, dark business, but I'm not going to have a chance to come on for a little while. I'm very busy. But anyway, I hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend, and we will talk soon.